Welcome back to our last foray into Fez.
Yep. I was thinking about this, and I think I know what I want to do regarding the red heart. So first of all, nice, 200%. You are completely finished with the game, but let's bump that a little higher before we completely wrap up.
Okay, I'm in.
Head back, if you would, to the room where you found the black monolith.
Okay. That's going to involve getting to a gate, probably.
Yeah, I think it's off of the first major hub you encounter, if I remember. It should be one of the rooms that is still marked with a secret icon. There should be 3 of those left.
Oops. So that's the one with the candles on it? Is that it?
Oh, I take it back. There's 4 rooms with the secret because there's still the 64 cube door. We're going to do that next. Yep. First, we're going to go deal with the monolith.
All right, I see where I'm going.
Right. I'm going to talk about the monolith on your way there.
Okay.
So the deal... I've talked a little bit about the other red heart cube things. There's the word puzzle that's incredibly obtusely clued. And there's no trick. You just have to figure out the really obtuse clue and then spell it out the answer with letters. There are those blinking red lights that you saw through the telescope. I'm pretty sure you wanted the previous one, actually.
Oh, really? We'll find out soon.
Where you basically, I think I said, you take the blinking lights, translate them into decimal, translate the decimal into hex, and translate the hex into ASCII. Right? Okay, so those are both pretty hard, but theoretically achievable if you're a really dedicated problem solver. Sort of like the Secret Stars and Braid, only way, way, way more so.
But wait, with the one where you solve the word puzzle, you have a limited number of letters, right? So
well, no, you've got, I mean, technically, but because of the way the zoo alphabet works, you have at least 1 letter in the entire alphabet, and there's no guarantee that they're in order. So, it's a huge answer space. You can't get it just by looking at, doing a anagram. Okay, the black monolith. You can unlock it
here somewhere.
By I don't remember exactly where it is, to be honest. I haven't opened your map to tell you what I'm talking. You unlock it by inputting a command sequence, like you do with the Tetromino codes and those things, right? Yep. There is no way to identify what that command sequence is.
Just plain and simple?
Plain and simple. There is absolutely nowhere in the game, or out of it, or even in the source code, that it's that anyone was ever able to find a clue. I mean, I assume if you knew how to read the source code, you could find it eventually, but it's not like he hid a clue in there or something.
I wouldn't even assume that. I mean, I'm sure people did that.
Yeah, I also assume people did it. No. So, the thing with the black monolith is the only way to solve it was to try every single combination.
Well, that's pretty
So there's
awesome.
For each place there are 7 different options. So you're looking at because it happens to be a 7-button combination, 7 to the 7th power number of possibilities. Let me grab my calculator real fast. $823,543 possible inputs.
So if every single person who bought a copy of this game tried one, someone would get it.
Well, that's how it was solved. Is within a week of the game's release, people had set up sites to coordinate crowdsourcing the solution. And you could go and you would be assigned try these 10 input combinations. And that's how they solved it. And that is, as far as anyone knows, the only possible way it could have been solved.
But now that it's been solved, can people reverse engineer it at all?
No, that's the thing. People have looked for clues pointing to what the answer turns out to have been, and they can't find anything.
Wow.
So I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, I've heard that Fish wanted to do the thing where to recapture that spirit where, like, before the internet, secrets and stuff would be discussed in hushed voices, on playgrounds and things. Like, my dad, who works at Polytron, says that if you press up 4 times and then jump, you'll start to fly,
Right.
And I can sort of see, and it's actually interesting in that, given that the internet exists now, you can't just do that sort of thing. You actually have to go to much higher levels of complexity. So basically, I'm going to tell you the code, but it's in the spirit of, I totally heard from my dad that this works, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anyway, I'm not going to tell you the solution to either of the other 2 heart puzzles. If you ever want to go back and either solve them yourself or look up the answers yourself, then you can. I'm telling you this one because I actually don't think it violates the spirit of the game or the puzzle to give you the answer to it. So you want to stand on the spot on the ground with the 1 numeral on it. So the opposite node from... Yeah, you're in exactly the right space. Right. Down...
We had to do that to summon the monolith.
You were on the other one. Yeah,
okay.
The other node. Down, down, left trigger, right trigger, jump up.
Whoa. It's so pretty. I found a... What is this? I don't even... And that's all we get.
Matt. Hit, up, jump.
That didn't do anything.
Up, and then up and jump together.
Oh, snap. How did you find this?
Someone in the thread mentioned it, and my reaction was, what the fuck are you talking about? You can fly.
I can actually, like, control myself a little bit, too.
Yes, you can.
Does this work anywhere or only in the monolith room?
Anywhere in the game. Also,
oh, I can release and press it again and change my... Wow. Well, that's pretty incredible.
The fastest way to get back is just to let yourself die at this point. Just drop.
I don't know how to drop. I'm not pressing any buttons. Well, that should do it. Or will it? Well, my character's gone.
Hey!
That's funny.
So there you
I
go.
wonder how I actually landed right here.
Yeah. I don't know.
So are those indicated anywhere?
Or what indicated anywhere? The heart cubes? Nope. No,
the
they're
red
not.
cube.
Okay, so if you want to get the other 2 red heart cubes, then go for it. Before we get to the...
I mean, I don't know that I'll be able to ever translate into hex and all those other things that you told me I needed to do.
And that's even assuming that, that's after I've told you what you have to do.
Yeah. Whoops.
Before we do the true final ending or whatever the hell, let's look at the 64 cube door and prepare to be massively disappointed.
Okay.
It's off of
it's the blue one.
It's off of one of it's off of this hub somewhere. I don't remember which is the intermediate room. I think the clock. No, the bell tower. It's off of the bell tower.
Oh, it is right here. You're right.
It is off the bell tower, right?
I'm still looking. Ah, the map is getting in the way. There you are. Bell tower. Yeah.
All right. So let's go there.
How exciting!
And now you can just go all the way up to the top, because I remember for a fact the entrance is inside the tree at the very peak.
I'm very excited.
Matt, just fly.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. It's inside a tree, so it must be a different tree. I thought there was a tree at the top, but there isn't. That's not it. Sorry, look for a different tree somewhere else.
Find another tree.
My bad. Going down is always pretty simple.
You were so excited about the flying bug.
It's not a bug. It's exactly the opposite of a bug.
It's a feature. Alright, let's see.
Don't worry about that. Just keep going. Yeah.
Damn it!
Oh, well, that's nice of it. Okay, look around. I think it's in one of these two tree areas. Okay, I have no idea. Are you sure it's off of here? I might have misremembered.
Oh, there's a tree room off of this, and it's off of that tree room.
Sorry. I got it confused.
No, it's alright. So that's where I came from. Maybe it's here.
Okay,
yep.
There you go.
That's it. This is what we've trained for. The last however many hours. Alright.
That was kind of pretty. For the brief moment it lasted. Hop on up.
Oh, how funny. It's like the fairy fountain or whatever in Zelda.
Sort of, I guess.
And this is all we got.
That's it. Now, if you do get all 3 red heart cubes and then come back here, all 3 red heart cubes will be in that.
And that is literally
it. Now, speaking of source code, someone did manage to decompile or whatever and found a separate set of command sequence. God, I can't talk right now for some reason. A separate command sequence that when you have all 3 red cubes, you input it, and they sort of dissolve and fly off into space, and you get to hear the secret noise, like you found a thing. But it doesn't accomplish anything at all. So yeah, that's what you get for collecting all 64 cubes. You get to look at your red heart cubes.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't even get a definitive ending cinematic.
Well, now what you're going to do is they're going to go back to the ancient city, go through the portal, and redo the ending. Because what?
I'm flying!
You are. Because you do, in fact, get a different ending cinematic when you have all 64 cubes.
Okay, well, let's see what that is like. Ow.
The first fall didn't kill you. Oh, but those last 10 feet, those were a doozy.
Alright, where's the ending room again?
Go back to the very... go back the way you came. Go back to the hub, and then down at the bottom of the hub, go back to the purple room, and then go back to the ancient city. And I think we should probably do a snip between here and there.
Alright.
So, see you on the other side.
Okay.
Alright.
Here.
One more step into space.
Okay.
On the other hand, this platforming section will be a lot easier.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I am in space. 0G. I don't know if I want to cheat, though. That feels like cheating.
Right.
This is really cool.
It is.
I remember liking this.
Yeah.
Dope. Probably need to do one of these bad boys. No! Oh my god. Okay, how about this? I'll only fly when I need to make up for something stupid I did.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Sure.
Wow, it even rotates really slowly.
Yeah, actually, that may be an indication that it's not literally 0G. He just increased the jump height and decreased the speed.
That's really funny. It does a pretty good job of recreating the feeling.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever been to 0G. Although I am seeing
I
gravity
was
tonight,
about
so.
to talk about that. Yeah, we really want to see it. And we're not going to for like another week or two because we have 0 time. But I'm excited. It sounds awesome.
Facebook's blowing up about it, man. All my friends are saying it's cool.
Okay.
Let's see.
If Facebook says it, it's got to be true. No, that doesn't work. Those aren't things you can stand on. You found that out last time.
Well, shows how much I remember. Shucks. Let's try this. Shucks
yeah, you
again.
have to make the jump. You need that little extra bit of height that the little stump gives you.
There you go.
You've come to take the third dimension back from those nasty aliens who I don't... This is the point where my backstory understanding completely breaks down. I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, you made it a lot further than I did.
Well, I don't get what exactly the hexahedron itself is supposed to be or represent or anything. Alright. New final sequence.
You'll have to point out the differences.
You'll notice
if I
the
don't spot 'em.
differences. In fact, I'm mostly going to be quiet. I think I pointed out last time, but these are actually color inverted. So the golden ones, if you look at the texture, are the anti-cubes.
Oh, weird.
Mm-hmm. It's full! You did it!
It's so magical.
Hey, it reset, but without glitching out on you.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's actually gonna make me press A. Alright.
I really do like that it does that restarting the game thing trick often enough that the trick itself starts to have a clear kind of meaning within the context of the game. Like it becomes a meaningful symbol. Sorry, this is English teacher mode that I just jumped into there, but you know.
Yeah,
Analyze the game's visual rhetoric.
I can't go into first person mode.
Huh.
And it's zooming out on me.
Well, you remember what it did last time.
Something similar to this, I presume.
It zoomed in.
Oh, that's right, and it landed on my eyeball, and we went through all that DNA and
It
stuff.
kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Alright. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is worth it.
Oh, yeah. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's really cool to see the one where it zooms in and in and in, and then see the one where it zooms out and out and out. That's neat. I don't regret getting all 64 cubes.
And once again, it's now going into this sort of impressionistic, surrealistic, and you can see a narrative if you're willing to take it very symbolically. Like we went from world to galaxy to universe to, I mean, just...
For a moment, it sort of looks like the ink on a comic book or like the pixels on a television screen. It's interesting.
Yeah, no, the visual metaphor, the visual metaphor work in both ending cutscenes, I think is absolutely magnificent, and not something... Oh, interesting.
Oh, it was a television.
And not something you see in, like, any other game. I've never seen a game do that kind of level of just... you know, playing with the images and the sound and having it actually kind of work as opposed to just feeling abstract for the sake of abstractness.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Touch the 60...
I'm glad we got to experience them both.
There's a phrase that comes up, I don't remember who says it, but it's something like, the 64-bit name of God.
Yeah, it was one of the owls,
Yeah,
I think.
and that's the phrase that ending cutscene makes me think of.
Hmm.
Anyway.
I wonder if kids in the future are going to play this game and not understand the television metaphor because they will have never been exposed to a tube TV that has that pixelation and that power down sequence. Well, they'll have to
connect it to Android phones instead.
Sounds good.
Okay, this isn't a tangent the way it sounds like it's gonna be at first. Have you, speaking of things that plague Facebook, did you encounter Cookie Clicker within the past month or two?
Yes, definitely.
The guy who made Cookie Clicker previously made this thing. I don't quite want to call it a game, but it's called Nested. Have you seen that or heard of it?
No.
Basically, it starts off with a drop-down menu that says Universe. And you drop it down, and then there's like a whole bunch of different galaxy clusters you can pick. And then you pick a galaxy cluster, and it's a new drop-down menu with like different spiral. It's representing nested relationships as drop-down menus, and it goes down to like you can eventually get down planetary level, find animals, look at what an animal is thinking, what's going on with their circulatory system, etc. And then you can keep going down to like the cellular level, and then to the atomic level, and then to the subatomic level. And then when you open up, I think it's the quark, one of the nested options is universe.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And it's clearly procedurally generated in an extremely cool way. Anyway.
No, it sounds relevant. I'll have to check it out.
That's another thing that I was thinking of during that last cutscene. That's clearly...
Do you see that this says missing text here in this credit sequence, by the way?
No, I hadn't noticed that.
It says third-party libraries and acknowledgements, missing text.
Okay, dope.
That's
funny. Okie dokie.
I've got surprised at how long the credits were, given that it was just the one guy making the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it restarts again.
Yep, this time, like, for real, though.
So, what was our finishing percentage? 203?
203.3, I believe.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, and you can start a new game double plus. Let's do that. Start a new game plus. I want you to see. There's one last piece of new thing. Climb to the top of the village, please, if you would, and start the adventure. Is Gomez time? Adventure start. Meet the cube.
I have no idea what's happening. It's just frozen on this screen right now.
Oh, well, that's different.
Did the game crash, or is this
no?
Part of the
That's
experience?
Actually a crash. Well, oh, Fez, you so silly. It almost works as a metaphor. It almost continues.
That's what I was thinking. Let's just let it end this way.
Yeah, let's do it. That's it. That was Fez. If you'd like to see what you get for starting a new game double plus, then you can do it.
I'll post a bonus video, but still, I like this.
The universe is fundamentally unstable. Infinitely complex.
What a cool game.
Ultimately nested within itself, and buggy as shit. Fez.
Yeah, I think this game deserves all the credit it got.
Does.
It's definitely one of my top indie games, having now played through the whole thing.
You can't mention it without mentioning... You can't discuss it without mentioning the significant flaws, but ultimately, yeah, I agree. They do not overshadow the magnificent accomplishment that the rest of the game is.
Yeah.
It's incredibly
cool.
good.
Thanks for sharing it with me. This was fun.
All right.
Well, on to some Portal 2 co-op later on. Sound
good? That's fun for me. And will probably result in fewer conversations about food. Oh, hey, hang on. As long as the video's over and anyone who just wanted to see the game has probably closed it by now, I need to tell you a food story. Oh my God. So have you ever been to like a Home Goods or TJ Maxx or Marshall, one of those kind of stores where they sell mostly like clothes or shit, but in the checkout lane they'll have bizarre sort of gourmet-looking foods that are just overpriced and stupid. Does this ring a bell at all? Okay, this is a thing that stores do. Anyway, Alexa found and looked at and apparently said, if it's under $2, I'm going to try it. White cheddar, pomegranate chips. There's many things wrong with that. First, why would you assume that white cheddar and pomegranate would go together as flavors? 2, how do you get chips from pomegranates? The edible parts of pomegranates are...
No, it's that's the flavor that's being applied to the chip,
that's
right?
the white cheddar. The white cheddar is... See, the chips themselves are sort of this pale red color on the outside of the bag. We haven't opened it yet. But how do you do that? Why would you do that? Like, the good part of pomegranate is exclusively the juice. Like, you chew through some unpleasant pulp to get to the juice, and then you spit out what's left unless you want to gnaw on it forever. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, yeah. I'm speechless.
All right. See you for Portal 2.
I'll be there. Talk to you later.